Antagonizing their ally, the DMK, has put the UPA in a precarious situation. The government is now struggling to keep their head over water with added dependence on the Samajwadi Party and the BSP. While Mulayam and Mayawati have decided to give outside support to the ruling coalition, giving it the necessary cushion, losing support of either party could plunge the UPA into a minority.
Here's why the numbers are important. The DMK pulling the plug, the Congress trying to put up a brave front, saying that the UPA still is in the majority in Parliament. But they are standing on borrowed legs. They need the support of both Mulayam and Mayawati. It's not either or. It has to be both, and here's why. Take a look at the numbers. The DMK pulls out support. Mulayam and Maya, as per their commitment, continue to extend their support and vote along with the government. That's when the numbers stack up comfortably in favor of the UPA, because 277 well clear of the majority of a halfway mark of 270 out of a total of 540 seats. Where's the trouble? The UPA falls under trouble if either Mulayam or Mayawati back out. This is the second scenario where the Samajwadi Party pulls out and votes against the government. What happens? UPA clearly in the minority with just 255 in the House. Very, very critical and trouble for the UPA. Let's flip the scenario now. This time around, it's Mayawati who's upset and decides to vote against the UPA. But the Samajwadi Party continues to support. It cannot be a situation of either or, because this time again, the number comes around to 256. Still not above the halfway mark. Now, the scenario where both the Samajwadi Party and the BSP abstain. So possible abstention from both the Samajwadi Party and the BSP, what happens? The number falls down overall in terms of the majority to 497. Halfway mark is 249. But the UPA, because of the two critical parties, the outside support, without those two legs, they can't stand. 234. Trouble for the UPA. Let's now flip it. One of these parties, either or situation, one of them abstains. What happens? Scenario 5. A possible abstention from the Samajwadi Party, and the number, the halfway mark, comes down to 518. Now, total number of seats is 518. The halfway mark comes down to 259. But then, look at the UPA. They end up at 255, still 4 short. They need some support from the outside. Will they get it? We don't know. The VCK, that one important seat, that is also, they've also pulled out support. So if they go the DMK way, this is going to be very, very critical for the UPA. The final scenario, Mayawati abstains, Samajwadi Party votes, but then even then they are short of the halfway mark by about 4 seats. So they will have to make up the numbers, do some jugglery and also further compromises as far as the government is concerned in order to stay afloat and to have a majority in both the houses. So either ways, it is M plus M that is all important. That is the lifeline on which this UPA government is banking on if the DMK does in fact pull the plug.